Welcome back to another video. It's your girl, Sadie May, your new favorite spiritual and life coach. Before we get into it, divine inspiration, you already know. You are divine inspiration. You are a source of inspiration for your friends. You are a source of inspiration for your family. You are a source of inspiration to your community. You are a source of inspiration to every single person connected to you. Do you hear me? This is not a me thing. This is a we thing. Okay? With that being said, I have a message for you guys that I wanted to release last weekend, but things got a little bit busy and I wasn't able to fully record myself or a video or a podcast or anything for that matter. But it's okay because I do believe that everything happens in divine timing. So you are getting the video now. You hear it, you receive it whenever you meant to hear it and receive it, okay? We are on the road to 2024. And as cliche as it may seem, I will keep saying it. I love fresh starts. I love new beginnings. I love new moons. I love a fresh start because it's an opportunity to recreate yourself. It's an opportunity to reshape your future. It's an opportunity to reach your destiny. It's just an opportunity that I choose not to miss. I'm a very optimistic person, inspirational person, so I love taking advantage of these moments and these times. And with only a couple weeks left of this year, I have been in reflection mode, and I hope you have been too, because it's like people can have all the age and none of the wisdom, and we take a lot of things for granted. We walk through life and we don't even reflect. We don't even think about our lessons. We don't even think about all the things we've been through, we've overcome. Like, we just take a lot of stuff for granted. I made a post, I believe it was yesterday, Friday, about something that I came across that resonated with me about people with big hearts and how you need to move going into a new year, a new you, a new era. And I mean, it's basically, I'll explain it more, but to me, God has been showing us signs, sign after sign after sign. And it's up to us to pick up on the signs and the things that is revealed to us and the things that we see, the things that we feel, just the vibrations and the energy and the vibes that we feel with people, with relationships, with jobs, with circumstances, with pretty much everything in life. We have to start trusting that, and you have to start trusting your intuition and moving accordingly. And unfortunately, this is the season where, it's time to clean out your friends on your social media. It's time to reconsider some of the accounts you've been following, some of the people you've been subscribed to, some of the influencers, some of the family members, some of the so-called friends that you have been following or friends with or connected to. And I also seen something else this week that said outgrowing people is not beef. And that resonated as well, because just because you have outgrown a relationship or just because you have outgrown a person does not mean there's animosity towards you or that there's hate between the two of you or that there's ill intentions or just bad blood between the two parties or whoever else is involved. It doesn't necessarily mean that. It just means that, you guys are just not on the same path anymore. And some people do come in our life for a season and for a reason. And once their season is up, you have to be wise enough to realize when that season is up, and you have to be willing to walk away and let go and let God, okay? So I guess I'll speak for myself and others when I say a lot of times we see things the way we wish they were, how we want to see people, how we want relationships to be. And like, I am a number one subscriber, victim to this, especially when it comes to relationship with family, with relatives, is that, you wish, the relationship was better. You have tried to make the relationship better. You have tried to mend the brokenness in the relationship. You have tried to let bygones be bygones and move forward in love and forgiveness. But you know what? When people continue to do the same things and walk the same path and have the same patterns and do the same things that they used to do, that have nothing to do with you. And you have to have 100% of boldness to just be like, you know what? I'm going to just accept this for what it is, and I'm going to make a conscious decision. And whatever that decision you make, whether that's to walk away, whether that's to set some boundaries, whether that's to, I don't know, try again, whatever that look like for you, that's just what it is. So the title of this video, cutoff season, it's cutoff season, unfortunately. And whether you the one being cut off or whether you doing the cutting off, trust me, both ways is a blessing, okay? Don't take it personal. Don't look at it like it's a shot. Don't look at it like, oh, what did I do? Because a lot of times people, they don't do nothing but be who they are and be themselves. So, if you on the receiving end of being cut off, hey, it's a blessing, because you don't need no fake people around you anyways. I'd rather for somebody to cut me off than remain a friend or a fake foe. Like, I would prefer that, you know what I mean, for my best interest, because there's no point in having somebody around or having people around who don't have your best interest at heart, who don't have your best interest in mind, you know what I mean? So if you are on that end of being cut off, hey, count it all joy, say thank you and move on. It's 1 billion people on this planet, and my grandmother used to tell us, one monkey don't stop the show. Now, if you're on the other end, and then I'll elaborate on the post from yesterday a little bit more. If you are on the end of doing the cutting off, I will raise my hand to that several times, because when you're sensitive to energy and you read people well, and you can see beyond what people are saying, and you can see beyond what people are telling you out of their mouth, it's easier to make a decision whether or not, you want to continue this thing. And about the post yesterday, was a message to people with big hearts. I'm one of them people. I'm one of those persons. I'm one of those individuals that have a big heart. And you know what? I jump in a little too soon when it comes to people, especially the people I love. If I see that they're in a struggle, they're in a rut, they're in a crisis, or if they've reached a brick wall or anything like that, I'm too quick to jump in, because out of love, I want to help. Out of love, I want to see this thing turn around for their good. Out of love, I want the best, nothing but the best, nothing less for them. And I have come across a little bit overprotective, especially over my own children and my family. I have come across a little bit overprotective, but that's out of love, that's out of care, that's out of concern. But you know what? What I've learned is that people with big hearts, they reach out, they make friends easily. They have no problem giving people compliments. And it's like, when you're always the one that's, how do I say it? When you're always the one that's reaching out, when you're always the one extending the olive branch, when you're always the one going the extra mile, when you're always the one to take the initiative, after a while, you sit back and you see, wow, if I don't call as much, if I don't text as much, or if I don't do this as much, where would this relationship really be? It's non-reciprocal. And that's something that I've recently learned, like within the past month, is that out of love, out of love for certain individuals, I lend myself, but then later I end up regretting it. But then I don't regret it because everything is always revealed in divine timing. Everything is always exposed when it needs to be. Everything that's done in the dark come to the light. So closer to this year, certain people was exposed to me, and I'll be honest, I'll get upset when I feel like the things that I do for people is genuine, when I feel like the things that I do for people is just out of pure intentions, not looking for anything in return and not looking at them as an opportunity, not looking at them as a stepping stone, but really purely doing stuff out of love and out of care and out of concern. And when they twist that and they use you as an opportunity, when they use you as a stepping stone, when they try to use you, and then not only that, but people can be so manipulative. You know what I mean? It's like they feel like they can finesse you. If they put a little spin on their words or make it sound real good, like, hey, how you doing? I was just thinking about you and how you been doing? You was on my mind, you was on my heart, and it really be some bull. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, you know what? Just come to me straight up. If you want to ask me something, or if you see an opportunity that within me that you want to pursue, just say that straight up. But don't come at me and try to finesse me and try to manipulate me. You get what I'm saying? So that's what that post was about yesterday, is that, God give his children the gift of discernment, being able to see, being able to feel, being able to see beyond what people are presenting. You know what I'm saying? So when people make you question yourself, and when people make you question your thoughts and your feelings as if something is wrong with you, then there's a problem. There is a problem. And I'm not going to get too deep off into that like those narcissistic characteristics, but it's real. So whatever you need to do, like, make sure you surround yourself with people who inspire you, people who make you feel good. And that's the one thing that I will leave with you that Maya Angelou said. She always said, one of her quotes, people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. And I want you to be able to stand on that and trust that. And I want you to be able to really be more self-aware about how you feel around certain people, how their energy feel. How do your energy feel? Is it negative? Is it positive? Is it toxic? Because if you have any goal for yourself, if you have any vision for yourself, if you see yourself in a better position that you're in today, and you're serious about it, cutoff season is here, and you really have to surround yourself with people who genuinely love and care about you, who encourages you, who inspires you, who lifts you up, who feeds you positivity, who feeds you inspiration. All right, so with that being said, I'm going to leave you at that. Don't forget, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. Like this video, share it out with a couple people who you feel like it may resonate with. And we're on the road to 2024. You are divine inspiration. Thank you for tuning in. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.